Welcome. In this submodule, we'll learn how to create action plans that help turn your entrepreneurial goals into structured, step-by-step activities. You'll gain practical tools to organize your ideas and lead your projects to success. Let's begin with a simple but powerful question. What is an action plan? An action plan is a structured roadmap, a practical tool that outlines exactly how you'll achieve your goals and objectives. Imagine you're planning a journey. Your goal is the destination, and your action plan is the map that shows you the route to get there. Step by step. One of the main strengths of an action plan is that it helps you translate big objectives into clear, manageable tasks. When you're starting a business or running a social initiative, the work can seem overwhelming. You might think, where do I even begin? That's where the action plan helps. It breaks large tasks into smaller actions that feel more achievable. For example, if your objective is to launch a food delivery service in your community, your action plan will include tasks like registering the business, designing a menu, setting up social media, finding your first customers. Why do action plans matter so much in entrepreneurship? The answer is simple. Because turning an idea into reality is complex, and an action plan makes that process clear, structured, and achievable. Let's break this down. First, action plans bring clarity to complex projects. As an entrepreneur, you'll face many moving parts: marketing, budgeting, networking, product development, and more. Without a plan, these tasks can feel overwhelming. But when you break them down into a step-by-step roadmap, you gain clarity. You can see what needs to happen, when, and how. Second, action plans enhance focus and accountability. With a written plan, you're less likely to get distracted or waste time on things that don't align with your goal. You and your team know what to do and who's responsible. This builds a culture of commitment and follow-through. Third, action plans help anticipate challenges. By planning ahead, you can spot possible obstacles and prepare for them, whether it's a delayed supplier, a technical issue, or a funding shortfall. You become more proactive and less reactive. That makes your project more resilient. And finally, action plans are especially important for migrant entrepreneurs navigating unfamiliar systems. Now that we've seen why action plans are important, let's explore the 5 key components that make them effective. A good action plan is more than just a to-do list. It's a structured and thoughtful guide that ensures nothing gets missed. First, it should include defined tasks, specific, clear actions that are easy to understand and execute. Second, assigned responsibilities are essential so everyone knows who is doing what, preventing confusion and ensuring accountability. Third, timelines and deadlines help keep the project on track, providing structure while allowing for flexibility. Fourth, you must identify resource needs, including time, people, money, tools, or materials, so you can plan realistically and avoid surprises. Finally, set clear milestones, checkpoints that help you measure progress and celebrate small wins. When all these elements come together, your action plan becomes a powerful tool that's clear, measurable, and ready for real-world success. Once you've defined your SMART objective, the next step is to turn that objective into real, actionable tasks. This is where your plan begins to take shape. Start with your SMART objective. For example, your objective might be set up an Instagram business profile and post weekly content for 1 month. Next, break this down into smaller tasks. What do you need to do first? Create the account, design your logo, plan your posts. Each of these becomes a task. Make sure each task is specific and measurable. For instance, instead of saying work on the Instagram page, say write bio and upload profile picture. That's clear and easy to track. Finally, prioritize tasks in logical order. You'll need to complete some steps before others. Uploading content comes after creating the account. Logical sequencing helps you work efficiently and avoid confusion. Assigning roles and responsibilities is a crucial step in any action plan. To keep your project on track, it's important to clearly define who will do what. When everyone knows their specific task, it prevents delays and miscommunication. You should also match tasks to each person's strengths, ensuring that skills and experiences align with the work assigned. This not only improves efficiency but also builds team confidence. To avoid confusion or overlap, make sure responsibilities are written down and shared with the team. One useful tool for this is a responsibility matrix, a visual chart that shows who is responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed for each task. Taking the time to assign roles carefully leads to smoother collaboration and better results. Creating a clear timeline is essential for keeping your entrepreneurial project organized and on track. Start by outlining a realistic timeline that reflects how long each task will take, not too rushed, but not too loose either. Within that timeline, be sure to set key checkpoints, or milestones, which mark important stages of progress, such as completing product testing or launching a pilot service. These milestones help you stay motivated and measure how far you've come. To visualize and manage your plan, you can use tools like calendars, Gantt charts, or even simple to-do lists. Most importantly, remember to stay flexible. Timelines are a guide, not a fixed rule. If something takes longer than expected, adjust your plan and keep moving forward with confidence. Once you've outlined your tasks and timeline, the next step is to estimate the resources you'll need to bring your plan to life. This includes people, time, money, and materials. Start by asking, who will help? Identify the people or partners involved and what roles they'll play. Then consider how long each task will take. Be realistic about the time needed, and build in some extra time for unexpected delays. Next, think about the budget. What are the costs involved in each task, such as printing, equipment, advertising, or licenses? Add up all the expected expenses so you know how much funding you'll need. Finally, list the materials and tools you'll need, whether it's a laptop, camera, ingredients, or software. Knowing this in advance helps avoid last-minute stress and ensures you can move forward smoothly. Even the best plans can run into unexpected challenges, and that's why identifying risks and creating contingency plans is essential for any successful project. The first step is to list potential risks. These might include delays in delivery, limited budgets, problems with suppliers, or changes in regulations. Think about what could realistically go wrong at each stage of your action plan. Once you've identified the risks, the next step is to create backup options. For example, if a supplier is delayed, have a second option ready. If funding falls short, what costs can be reduced or postponed? These alternative strategies help reduce stress and keep the project moving. Most importantly, stay proactive and adaptable. Risk planning isn't about expecting everything to go wrong. It's about being ready to respond if it does. With a flexible mindset and a plan B in place, you'll be able to manage uncertainty with confidence. Once your action plan is created, the next crucial step is to communicate it clearly and review it regularly. Start by making sure you share the plan with everyone involved, whether that's your team, partners, or stakeholders. Everyone should understand the goals, their responsibilities, and the timeline. To make your plan easier to follow, use visuals like charts, summaries, or diagrams. These help people grasp complex information quickly and keep the plan accessible to all. It's also important to schedule regular reviews and updates. Plans often need adjustments based on real-world changes. Set check-in points to assess what's working and what needs to change. Finally, encourage feedback and shared ownership. When people feel included in the process, they are more likely to stay engaged and contribute actively. A collaborative plan is a stronger plan. In this lesson, you learned how to turn your entrepreneurial goals into a clear, structured action plan. We covered the key components of an effective plan, including tasks, responsibilities, timelines, resources, and milestones. You practiced breaking down SMART objectives into actionable steps and assigning roles based on strengths. We explored how to plan your time and budget, prepare for risks, and stay flexible with backup options. And finally, you saw how communication and regular reviews help keep your plan clear and collaborative. Now you're ready to take action, one step at a time, and bring your ideas to life. Thank you for watching this introductory video about planning and management in entrepreneurship. Before moving on, please complete the following 5 questions to test your understanding of the concepts we've covered. See you in the next lesson.